Hi everyone. Well, we got it in the driveway. It's warmed up today so we can finally talk about it, but we got this van about a month ago in the driveway and it's been really cold. So we haven't been able to look at it, haven't been able to touch it, haven't been able to do anything with it. It's just been too cold. So it sat and it sat and sat, but it's finally warmed up. So now we're going to take a good look. So let's do a quick walk around. Let's start with this mirror. I've checked online forums. I looked at it when I drove it home. I have no idea what this mirror does. Nobody seems to know. It just seems to serve no purpose. It's tiny, it's small, and it appears to look at nothing. If anybody has any ideas of what this mirror does, please let me know. Put it in the comments, and I would really be excited to find out what this mirror does. Okay, but let's move on to other things. So we're gonna just take a good look at the van. It's actually in pretty decent shape. One thing I found out, I was kind of disappointed, popped out, was in 2009, Toyota had an issue with white paint adhering to their metal. And this is a really common thing in, I think it was from 06 to 2010, where you get white paint, specifically this pearl, it's called Blizzard, and Toyota term C70, and it doesn't adhere very well, so you get this flaking. So I'm going to have to deal with this once it warms up in the springtime. I already know how I'm going to deal with that. Other things to look at. I might do something with the wheels here. You know, it's just kind of, I guess it's car jewelry, but I could make these wheels, I could fix those up. Might do that. I know one thing I have to do for it to pass inspection. The headlight assembly might have to change. It has to meet DOT or SAE standards here in North America. These may not work. I might have to remove them. I have to look into it more. Let's walk around. I go down here. It's got an aftermarket front camera on there. It works. I've seen it. That's good news. Keep going around. It looks pretty good. It's in good shape. No rust on it. The only issue I've got is the wheels flaking up a bit, and the paint. You try to get up top here. I'm not sure if you can see it. Yeah, right there. That's some of the flaking paint. You know, you'd buy it at sight unseen from auction in Japan. These are the kind of things you might find out when you get it, because you don't know about it until you get it. But the inspection report said there were some issues on the roof. I did see that, and it said it was nothing major, and it really isn't. I think I know how to deal with it. It's just we'll deal with that in another video once it gets into springtime. Another thing, during shipping, it looked like it had this little, when I first got it, I saw this rust bead down there. Well, it's nothing. I can just wipe that right off. No issues whatsoever. Really good shape. Nice tinted windows in the back. Tires are in surprisingly good shape. I'm gonna replace them anyway just because we're in a winter climate here, and I'll get some better tires for it. The tires also have to meet North American standards, and so I likely would have to just replace them anyway. Same with the battery. It also has to be a North American standard battery. I'll have to replace that anyway, and I think it's the original battery in there, so it just makes good sense to replace it. Rear light assembly, again, has to meet DOT or SAE standards. So I've looked around, I don't see any indication of DOT or SAE on it like you would a North American vehicle, so this remains to be seen if I have to replace this. I know it has to have reflective siding. On the older models, the taillight's in there, and people are having to put reflectors on the side. This looks like it meets that standard, so I won't have to worry about that if I can keep that assembly in place. When I picked it up, I made sure all the lights work. Everything was good there when I picked it up because I had to drive it home at night. It appeared 2 months earlier than I expected it would. It was supposed to come beginning of March. It ended up showing near the beginning of January, and it was a very cold day, and it came completely empty, no gas in it whatsoever, which was surprising, and the battery needed a boost. So it was quite the experience getting it off the truck and getting it into the driveway, but did it nonetheless. Again, more example of that peeling, flaking paint that I'll have to deal with, and I'll show you guys how to do that. I've already got some automotive body shop friends that have told me how to deal with that. And that's the exterior. It looks pretty good. I'm pleasantly surprised.